clean mouthful is my hot beverage. And I know you won't, well, I know most of you will want to just look at my empty space where I'm sitting. So while that's on, I'm going to go finish washing my hairs and I'll be back. Oh. Oh, my stalkers want to cause stress and change to what they perceive as reality. Instead of letting the victim thrive and fester, as they should get lest all they were all during. I don't care what they believe is me. I'm going to turn back to normal, straight hair, so fuck off with their delusions. Nobody cares even more about it. It's just for lots of folks and the won't go off. They have to look sick and have to look stressed, make look attacked. They look like they're and I just cut off later, trying to fix them. Somebody's trying to fucking do that. They do an after Pennsylvania, going up first, because they lied and let Salsa as retarded as they were. It's target. They were pulled out my scalp hairs a day of my life. Is that dementia or anything? Hair salon stylist to recognize her again. When they did this trying to destroy my hairs. She could be disappointed when she sees that haircut she gave me is different from blowing out. They hairs to me glue before. I had a nice manicure and I'm gonna stick with it. If they don't want to be in media with me, then they should be in public eventually though. All those other people eventually know. So I come out, better be back to normal because it was not a weekend when I walked in. It's all a nice haircut from somebody else prior to. Don't care for his their feelings, and if they call the police, I won't ever charge their own with. I'm good to the next stage, so let me take. Rest of my hair's very nice. Whatever she did to my hair, she's disgusting. She's followed me home. She was in prison time. Many women at women's prisons leave all and learn. Good know she doesn't behave herself. My hair's never curly, she just doesn't remember. Everybody's trying to change it to other stuff. Huh? All I did is some shampoo, some water first, shampoo, and then more water, towel dried, and then I had some conditioner, and I blow dried. I'm not going to do the bangs today because I'm just going to let them be to the side. Other people are like, oh, we got to ruin the victim. The victim doesn't have any rights whatsoever. She's just a victim. Oh, there's evidence. But at the same time, there's not any evidence. Although there's not any evidence, yet there is evidence. Lots of it, and they know about it because they're the ones that did it, and they know that they've been filmed. They've been on security's cameras, all images, all real time, and all recorded, and all other times they were photographed and videotaped and recorded, and all other witnesses too, you know. It's disgusting. I did not authorize a haircut. I just said a trim. Whereas my bangs, I did authorize to be cut, but I did not authorize anything. I won't be returning to that place, Mirage 1125 First Street, to get a haircut, because I never wanted a haircut. I won't even go there to get my bangs trimmed. Manicure, okay. But the rest, not okay. You know how other people internet troll and everything? They think they're all God Almighty, greater and better than the victim. They don't even always know that they victimized somebody. I think it's disgusting. That yet have there been any more than one arrest? All about, all to, all about, all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how other people, all about, all to, and all about my parents, my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and all gardens, and myself, Avril, all names, and all named Bellis. You know, victims' rights overrule their rights. Myself did not authorize another key be given to anybody. Okay, I gave my mom a key for a little while, but then she gave me back my key. I did not authorize any copies of those keys be made. I did not authorize anybody without actual documentation. They had to have documentation showed and told and proved they had. They should, can, could, may, must, and need entries. And they didn't all provide notices of entries, actual documents, notices of entries. So those, you know, and this isn't the first residence I've had. It probably won't be the last. But that hairdresser gave me the worst. I mean, she damaged my hairs, and I'm trying to use some coconut kind of stuff on my hairs to try and rectify it once more. When I was on holiday, a vacation, and or business trip, I used the shower, the hotel stuff, and did my hairs. And, you know, I've not done anything to my hair since, only just washed, dried, washed, brushed, dried, brushed more. I haven't done anything other than wash, dried. Okay, first of all, brushed, washed, dried, brushed, dried more, and brushed more my hairs. I haven't done anything else. And so-called YouTube didn't help me any being the victim, because the stalkers, some of them internet trolled and found me out more. And I mean, I did not authorize that the backs, my hairs be cut. I just said a trim. I didn't even let her wash my hairs because my neck, I don't like to put my neck back often. I like to put my head forward nowadays to wash my hairs. Comfort. So I'm disappointed with the turnout of my hair this morning, to this day. I mean, I've washed it once more since my appointment there. I don't care if anybody if anybody there goes to the police. I hope the police arrest them for harassing not only the police, but whatever else they're doing. All about, all to, and all about those and myself, Bellis. Because it's not right, you know? Looks like wire. It doesn't look like wire. It's been just washed and blow dried. It's quite soft, actually. I'm going to do some more brushing. It's tiring me out doing this, but I want to do it so that it has a flip. I don't want to brush it so that it has a flip. But I don't know. I was so proud of myself growing this part of my hairs. I don't know why. And when she did it, she put it behind my ears. And I thought, okay, well, that looks nice. Till I went outside and the wind caught my hairs more than before. And I was like, it's the worst hairstyle I've had in a very long time. worst hairstyle I've had. I didn't authorize thinning it out very. I wanted to grow. I'm on a mission, you know. I wanted to grow my hairs down to here before my 60th and or 65th birthday. What she did, she assaulted my hairs. She disrespected me. She didn't listen, and I'm not that um, verbally impaired. I mean, anybody and everybody that understands English should, can, could, may, must, and need understand me. And I'm not fat. I'm nothing like what they're seeing and they're mentally ill, and they want me to be the same and or worse than they are. I've never looked like my mom the way she is now, and I don't intend to. I exercise and I eat and drink better than her, and I'm not going to change anything. I know I like to do what I eat during the day, what I eat during a day, videos. What I eat during the day is the wannabe fat person. Doesn't mean I am fat. It just means I want to be. So, I mean, I'm continuing my summer with getting well, all before, all during, all later, and since June 5. I did not fall. I fainted. And there was other people around me. There were other people around me. And I know I was touched. Although nobody wanted to admit to it other than myself. And I was touched more, and I just haven't felt well since. And it doesn't mean I'm changing into a disabled looking person. That's their misinterpretation. That's their not gave health care to make me well. I am a better person than that. I do feel better, and I can feel better, and I don't have a double chin, and I don't have anything wrong with me. I'm just wounded and getting better. They want me to look the way they want to look. I hope it gets reversed back to their mental health and their doctors. And of course, I'll find out and let them show and tell that, you know, those places did existed, and the victims, many of them that didn't have mental illnesses, were misdiagnosed and given treatments, whereas the real ones that were mentally ill should, can, could, may, must, and need return to those facilities a lot sooner than my mom and all the other ones, and learn to behave in society, good and proper. Lawfully and everything. You don't harass anybody, not anywhere. You're not allowed to be any stalking, not harassment, not bullying, not violence, not violent. You cannot alter anyone's health and or appearance. You cannot steal, you cannot rape, you cannot maim, you cannot vandalize, you cannot trespass, you cannot break and enter, you can't do any of that. I know how old I am, and it's not dementia. I just know that I like to look youthful like I did before all that in June 5. I have photos and videos. I know what I looked like. And all you that want to give me a concussion all the more to forgot. Too bad. I'm not going to give in. The only scar I have is that scar, and I'm not going to keep the other scars. I'm going to get rid of them. Honestly. I think you imagine a lot of things. The way you talk is not normal. You haven't. What nationality are you? What race, creed, religion are you? I'm Canadian. I speak English, and I used to speak French. I speak more normal than most anybody and everybody else that's in Canada and the USA that are ESL and immigrants and refugees. I speak very normal. If you can't understand me, well, then you're the one neurologically impaired and or mentally ill. I'm speaking English. And who is RACH? I rant on about nothing. You know, I don't think you're a fan. I think you're a troll, internet troll, a stalker. So I'm going to report you. It's misinformation. I'm going to report you as harassment. I do speak normal. I do see normal, and I am going to report you as hate speech. And I am going to pin your message. There we go. Goodbye. Good riddance. That's something that bothers me all the more. Other people on my social media, they don't see and hear the same as myself and anyone else. Post-traumas. They don't understand. But it's true. I'm not ranting on about nothing. I've been a victim for more than 19 years. And I don't let it get to me every day. I try just to live a normal life. I've had a setback once more, and I've tried to wash and dry my hairs myself, and they look pretty good. They don't look wiry of any kind. I've used lots of conditioner, and not curly. Not big. My mom showed and told many others her version of it all, because my mom didn't remember and wanted me to be somebody else. There's photos and videos everywhere of me. I wasn't curly. I didn't have short, curly, frizzy hairs. I had, I wouldn't say strawberry blonde, although, and I often had them longer than my shoulder length. And I used to get bows and clips put in my hairs and everything when I was growing up. I never had that. I don't know who that person is. And my dad, I don't remember him having orange hair. I don't remember that. And my mom's version of his side of my family, his alleged sibling and nephews and nieces, isn't the same as obituaries, all before, all during, all later, all since 1984, 1985, etc. So I don't know where my mom gets all her fabrications of the elaborate, grandiose storytelling. Um, Other than a patient, Credit Valley Hospital, neurology, senior services. And instead of making her better, it made her worse. Uh, when I Googled it on YouTube the other day, it's the same psychiatry that was supposed to have been abolished, banned worldwide years ago. You are so brave. Thank you. How much money do you make from this? What do the stalkers do, Avril? I'm seriously curious. What do they say and do? Followed me places, uh, public, followed me home. Were in my home, some of them. They used phones, internet, ISPs, Wi-Fi's, did more internet trolling, stalking instead of me. Prank called some other people for my technology, harassed me from wherever they were phone calling from. I've been assaulted before. Um, it's just, they followed me where I worked. They followed me to where I worked. They followed me to where I worked. Followed me to places where I was a member. I did hobbies. They followed me to other people who alleged they were related to me. They phone called my mom. They reached out to her to get closer. They tried to financially unstable my parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, not pets, all fur babies, all gardens, myself. They even delusioned themselves that they should, can, could, may, must, and need changed histories, geographies, and financially and new instead of, I mean, they were so delusional they actually believed themselves should, can, could, may, must, and need even changed religious histories, religions, the Bible. Not talking about just the New Testament, not that, but all that tried to change all that, and instead it didn't work, you know. And they tried to stop when more families went to churches, did religious Sundays, etc. I mean, when my left wrist, recovery from that was, and then the stalkers that caused lots of it, the healing that is, they tried to interfere, lied, they did. They were around in 2005, and then they started to come around since. And I was like, no, I phone called the police. There's police reports everywhere. Police reports, occurrence incident reports, numbers. Police reports, incident occurrence numbers. All. Whether I have the written for me on a piece of paper or any other card or anything. And they were banned. And then when we moved, they tried to come back all the more. They tried to convince my mom, oh, you know, it was all your fault and your daughter. It was everybody else's fault except ours. I'm like, why are they even here while they're the ones that are it? The ones that are obsessive, compulsive, and delusional. And they're mentally ill, worse than any Alzheimer's, dementia, anything. I'm like, so I phoned and called the police again, including when I got phone calls. And it's like, I don't want to know. And my mom, like I said, she's had phone calls. And they tried to convince her that it was my fault. And because I did it with my mom and others, including the Active Adult Center, Mississauga, and Square One Older Adult Center, and Central Parkway Mall, and Square One Shopping Center, and Mississauga Senior Center, elsewhere public places, that we're too upset to come around. Well, who the hell wanted them anyways? Not me. And my father wouldn't have wanted them to come around. And all histories and all geographies and all financial and all new, we never wanted to know them. So, and all the public stuff that has happened, when police have yet to make the arrests, that says something about the police. And they want pensions and everything, in and out courts. The justice of the people, all of them delusional, trying to make their version of my life a reality. My parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and all gardens, and myself, and others, all wanted to make it all their little lifestyle instead of doing law enforcement. Those other people that I've mentioned, not the ones I often follow online, but the other ones, not about reaction channels and all that stuff. I'm talking about the other kind of stalkers that actually are stupid enough, whether they know they've done it or they don't know they've done it. Stalking, they have delusions of power that they should, can, could, may, must, and need to act on in out from my neighborhood without judiciary punished. Without judiciary punishments. Yet it's the other way. They should have been arrested and jailed with and or without paroles or probations new, with and or without sued, new, slandered, and defamation, lied all about all those other Bellises and myself. A Bellis. One of them used to be called, not Jan, her first name was allegedly Janice, and her last name Peyton. She'd been obsessed with me long before 19 years. And she was a fat, ugly thing. And I'm not talking about just the reaction channels kind of fat and ugly, or fat and grotesque. I'm talking about really, and she was an ugly person, inside and out. She would not stop lying, cheating, and stealing and abuse. She was very abusive. She abused her own parents. She abused my parents. She abused anybody and everybody she could get her hands on. She even lied somehow or other that we were her reference for getting a job somewhere. Although I don't understand how anybody went and hired her. Her education background, barely even high school, and where she went to go to nursing school, as far as I understood, they never taught it there. They were just administration and business and or fashion and stuff. They never taught nursing. They didn't even teach being doctors or anything. It wasn't there. She didn't qualify to do anything. She always had personal vendettas towards one and more patient when and if she ever found out about. And this too, and any and all those healthcare workers using this and or any other social media, internet Wi-Fi's, and all earlier prevented myself get and got health cares that I should, can, could, may, must, and need, got better, get well, at least feel better. And my mom too, and all pets for her babies, all animals and all pets, all for her babies, and gardens. I mean, that's just, you know, ridiculous. It's all bad, all purposeful, all purposefully, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, all not playable themselves. Oh, for more than 22 years, I have showed and told police text messages, emails, phone records, social media, etc. And as far as I know, some of them gave me a police report occurrence incident number, yet they never arrested. And sometimes those other people keep coming instead of just staying away. I've even videotaped some of the stalkers during, and I've showed that to the police. I've videotaped, recorded, and there's security's cameras, images, all real time and all recording, and all recorded some of those other people stalking us. So when, it's difficult to find I want to return to my normal hair salon stylist if the place is open, at least before the end of summer, or at least once, to see if she can fix what the damage is that Mirage Salon and Spa hairstylist and or hairdresser did to my hairs. See if she can do something with it and make it feel better. Do something with my fringe, my bangs. It's just difficult trying to find a manicurist. I went to 2 or 3 places before, and they were good a while, and then I went somewhere else, and I thought it was the same conglomerate, like franchise, and I found out maybe it wasn't, and I didn't like that. I haven't been back there. I went to where I went, and it's a really cute little manicure. I like it it looks very professional and everything, and I like the color and everything. Does my mom return to get her hair done anywhere? I might get my nails done, that anywhere. Other than, I won't ever get a pedicure and or manicure at Nails for You in Square One Shopping Center. That's why I said I didn't fall. I had a pedicure and I didn't like the massages. I didn't like how she was doing anything to me. Barely even the nail. I mean, she barely cut my nails, and she did, and it was just, I told her not to touch my knees. Not even to go near my knees, not even my calves. The back massage was good, back and neck, but everything else I didn't. And then soon later I fainted. I didn't fall, I fainted. And I fainted out in public. Like I said, allegedly fainted. There was other people. I did not fall factual. And a bloody mess. At least I saved my face. My left arm is forearm is still healing. I'm supposed to get an x-ray of my left forearm. I know I broke my wrist. I don't care anybody else showed and told that the ER doctor lied. There was no evidence of a broken wrist. Sometimes doctors can see and hear and feel a break. That doesn't always show up in the x-ray. And that happens. The x-ray and that all happened. That everybody witnessed I broke something more. And I have maybe ligament damage in my knees. You know. And it was awkward washing my hair because I had to use my right knee. So I tried to use just a part of my knee that I don't feel much pain. And I didn't use my left knee at all on anything, didn't touch. And I very limited use of my left hand. I can't even squeeze a shampoo bottle with my left hand without hurting. Without feeling pain. And I don't like taking pain relievers. That's maybe what I'm seeing is the pain in my face. Feeling the pain. Maybe I have to go to my doctor and get more pain relievers with anti-inflammatory, maybe just another week or two worth to get through this month. But I like to do it alternative medicine, sort of, you know. I try to use biotin. That makes me feel better. Rest and some exercise makes me feel better. And knowing that I can go to my phone and there's not a stalker bothering me anymore, like when I'm doing the live stream. Not any of them that alleged knew us, and I'm on alleged. She knew, we knew. None of them on my social media, none of them from my social media crank calling my mom and or myself, blaming me that, oh, we're canceling coming over because we don't like your daughter on the internet, but she showed and told about us. I'm like, well, if they're not guilty, why would it bother them? Don't come. We didn't invite them anyways. I mean, I did not invite them. And all those, anytime somebody showed and told that they were a friend, acquaintance, employer, employee, friend, acquaintance, family, well, and related, to add on in, out from, and by my neighborhood, residential, and all elsewhere, like I mentioned earlier, as I mentioned earlier, that's not me. That's not me and my mom. That's not my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals, all pets, all fur babies, and all gardens, and myself. Not lawful, not legal, not sane, not competent, not employable. We weren't bad. We weren't purposefully. We weren't all purposeful. We were not wrong. It's all those other people instead. Although that's what stalkers did, you know. They kept wanting to reoffend and, you know, bother us. It gives them the thrill, you know, that thrill they get. I don't get a thrill. I don't do that. I'm like, every day I get up, I'm like, I look, I see, you know, I'm not bothered or anything. I get ready to do my what I ate during a day video kind of thing. I want to show off my beautiful pussycat while alive. That died, dead, sedated, and euthanized forever and always, everywhere. I thought maybe I'd get some monetization showing off my pussycat. Financial. I thought, nowadays I'd get more stability. I'd get liked more. I'd have less stalkers to get on and out from my residential and elsewhere neighborhoods. It's difficult sometimes, being a celebrity and making friends and acquaintances and getting good staff. That'll, my theory is, you don't like me, okay, but you don't take it out on an animal, a pet. You don't take it out on us. You can go take it out on yourselves. Just leave us alone. A video, a live stream, it's like watching TV and stuff. There's always an off button. Same at movie theaters. You don't like it, you can walk out, leave quietly. It's like during a show, a variety show, whatever, performance, can quietly leave and or stay to the next performance. I mean, I'm not the whole thing, and you don't follow me home and or elsewhere and harass and bully and internet troll and be violent and stalk or wherever. That's disgusting. I was one of the most liked and loved and accepted and wanted, and all my animals and all pets, all fur babies and gardens too. And I don't mind other people, I believe and I want all should, can, could, may, must, and need, show and tell, and showed and told. All those, all that, all happened. All those names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how, all about and all to and all about my parents, and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, all fur babies, and all gardens, and myself. So I'm still finishing doing my hair. I'll probably wear it in another ponytail because it was such an awful hairstyle that I got. I just wanted it to look. I was wanting to get a touch up just for my vacation and alleged business trip. Just a touch up. And when I got it, it was butchered. It was awful. Nobody really complimented me very on how beautiful my hair is, and I usually get that. And I know stress can take an effect on my hair too. Anybody's hair can get stressed. Body, mind, soul, stress. It all takes its toll. Hair, skin, and nails. That's why I like to take biotin and biotin plus. Avril, if people stalk you, record it on your phone. I was stalked by a man tears back, and I recorded, and it helped with a solicitor. Sad, lol. ML Hasim. Hi. Avril, have you ever tried holotropic breeding? It's great. Been meaning to get more into it myself. So about your lovely Rudy Noel. I think I asked you this before, but do you like AR and poetry? I wrote a poem yesterday, about my Rudy Noel and I posted it on YouTube and TikTok. Cool. Yeah, made me feel better. I might even write another poem today Do I have time tonight and or later this month? I like to do maybe one poem a month, but they usually end up being lots the same. But I just felt like, you know, one more poem. It's actually one of my best poems ever, and I would really like to print it and frame it. And I believe too that all victims should, can, could, may, must, and need show and tell, and showed and told all their stalkers' names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how happened, did to victims, that the stalkers, the assailants, what do you call the word, salients, the stalkers, the abusers, and their accomplices, they don't deserve privacy. They don't deserve it. Not nowadays when there's securities cameras on, recording all that and all real time and all other evidence. They don't deserve privacy. You know, the victims, such as myself and all other victims, all names and all excuse me, and all who may must, who should, can, could, may, must, and need, got and get all privacy and all safety instead. All privacy and safety. Whereas those stalkers and those other people, abusers, criminals, whether or not they are convicted, they don't have any rights to privacy. Not any. Especially the ones that did all about and all to and all about my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and all gardens and myself. As are on my community post page, as they put themselves out there in public Facebook and all elsewhere. They don't deserve any privacy whatsoever. Not any. Whereas myself and all their other victims, complete privacy and safety. All before, all during, all later, and all since. I still cry over my dog. Do you like eats? Hi, 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 Macro. I'm thinking of painting a picture of Ozzy Osbourne died today. Oh, wow, really? Oh, that's sad. My hair's look better now. I haven't used hairspray in a long time. I'm seriously, because of this awful hairstyle, considering getting some hairspray or something. But I used a nice conditioner. I'm almost out. I'm gonna have to get something else, some kind of oil or something. Hey, Ozzy died. I didn't know. Yeah, I just found out now. The god of rock and roll is dead. What did he die of? Did he have a stroke or something? Parkinson's. Oh. I don't know what to do. Should I have my bangs or should I not have my bangs? Bangs look pretty flat. I like your hair. Thank you. Have you tried Aragon? Oil properly and spelled right. It's okay. Bangs bring out the 70s vibe. Oh, my battery's dying. I gotta go. Thank you, everyone, for keeping me company while I do my hair. Have a nice day. Be kind to all, everyone, everywhere. Kindness, kind. I was kind. I am kind. Bye.